Oh shit. That's crazy. Yep, okay. So I'm gonna be going live again just because I did enjoy going live last time, so let's get working on this early then. I'm just doing a round of these simple ring um to create like a little bit of a buffer before we start the main body of the doily. So this is just the beginning rows I'm doing. I don't flip my chains because I like to do them from the front side. Okay. So do you see this? This is so twisty. And this thread is known to be extremely twisty. So what you got to do with this, I'm not kidding. This can affect you can't close your ring sometimes. And if you guys are struggling yourselves with tatting, um and you try to pull it tight, it will rip. I tried to make this in a finer thread, but I got frustrated because I snapped it. I'm like, yeah, no more. I gave up. So I moved on to this thread is which I'm making it in. And I kind of wanted to use a bigger thread because this doily is smaller, so I kind of wanted to have a little bit more volume. Think I might give it to my grandmother. Um I don't know. And where did I learn to tat? I really don't remember. I was a 6th grader, so I already crocheted and knit, and my grandmother had told me about something that her great aunt doll used to do. So that's how you know, like this was a long time ago. And her great aunt doll used to tat. And my I got a shuttle from Hobby Lobby and I tried to learn how to flip the knot like in 2018. I remember doing it all night and I could not do it. I could not tat. And then I was finally able to make a ring, like one of these. I was finally able to make one of these. And I go, what the hell do you do with this shit anyways? And I just didn't touch it for a year or two even. And then I've just got back into it extremely heavy, and I've been tatting ever since 7th grade. So my great grandmother really inspired me too, because she used to tat as well. My great grandmother. So she used to crochet and knit and everything. So that's why I would crochet and knit. I've crocheted and knit since I was maybe 8 or 7. I remember my mom teaching me. I wasn't really able to see my mom a lot when I was younger, so I remember her teaching me. I knew she crocheted. She would make me and my sister some crochet stuff like every for St. Patrick's Day thing, like a shamrock. And she taught me how to do the chain stitch. And that chain stitch was like why I'm here today. Why I can do what I can do today, honestly. So I gotta say it was really for my mom. She doesn't know how to she doesn't crochet anymore though. I wish she did. I don't really have that many of actually I still have everything that she's crocheted me. It's just not readily available. Like I'd have to go grab it, but it's all locked up. But it's just interesting. Like, yep, I definitely know. And me and my mom have the exact same hands too. I don't get dizzy at all. Maybe I don't know. That sounds like low iron. I used to have that. I used to also have low iron, so I wonder if you do have low iron. I used to have to get my finger pricked very frequently at the doctor's office. I would have to go in preschool and get my finger pricked. And like I remember my aunt used to take me, my little Asian aunt, and I don't know. I remember I was like, why does she always make me do this? Like, I had no clue. They never told me I had low iron. So, like, I never knew why. I'm just like, "Why do I keep doing this?" And then, like, I find out 7 years later, I was like I just randomly brought it up to my grandmother. I was like, "Remember when I was, like, in preschool and Auntie Sandy would take me to get my finger pricked every day, and they'd take blood in my finger every day?" And she was like, "It was not every day. You had low iron." I was like, well, nobody even told me that as a kid." Was I silent or was I silenced? Guys, you tell me. Silent celiac disease? I wonder, because 'cause I'm tanning, I can't really look it up. I'm curious what that is. I have a stepsister, she's a celiac. So forgotten. Yeah, I had a coworker with celiacs. She was my supervisor, and yep, she asked me to watch her dog one day. She was super celiac, like, she never ate anything. Where we worked at Starbucks, she was my supervisor, and so she had a dog named, what was it? Phoebe. Yeah, Phoebe. She had a damn dog named Phoebe. She goes, "Can you watch my dog?" Like, "Sure, I could watch your dog." So, she lives, like, at this apartment complex. I walk into her house, and, the dog, well, before I even walk in, she tells me, she goes, I think that, I think Phoebe doesn't really like men." And I'm thinking to myself, like, how is she even, like, people say that, but, like, is that even true? I didn't even think that was really true. Okay, well, I should have been I should have, trusted her, because when I walked into the house, first of all, it smelled super vegan in there. I was just super confused. Smelled super vegan, and, the dog was in there, like, in the corner, and the dog fucking attacked me. So, yep, and then I told her, she was like, "Did Phoebe really do that?" Like, "Yes, your Phoebe did that." And I was just shocked how vegan it smelled. I was just in shock, and and this is a little fun fact, guys. I actually cannot smell very well at all, so I have a very reduced, percentage of smelling I can do, but if I know it smells vegan in there, it smells vegan in there, is what I'm saying. No, I know, they'll take your blood. Okay, well, what did you do with it? No, it does not smell like veggies, it smells like falafel. I don't know how to describe it. It just smelled like, it did not smell like veggies. It smelled like Trader Joe's microwavable something that was vegan. I just could not tell you. It was just not a great one. And I don't judge, though. I'm not judging. It's just like that was just what it was, you know? That's how it is. The truth hurts a little bit sometimes, but I mean, it's not awful to smell vegan. It's like, "Oh, you smell healthy," it's, some way. Yep, 2 days off, and it's not the weekend. So I usually, not trying to dox myself, but I usually get Tuesdays and Fridays off. And so but because right now I have to work crazy hours I never used to work before, cuz the other one of the supervisors is out. So all of us supervisors have to move our schedules, but the other two supervisors aren't. And so this just forces me to, like, me and another one of my coworkers named Jaden, to have to, like, mix our schedules around completely to cover that guy. So we're super burnt out. Our days off are just whenever they are. And yeah, it sucks. But I wish I had 2 days off in a row, like in general, I don't even have that usually, so this is just a little treat. I never have this. This is such a luxury. I work at Starbucks, so I'm not allowed to sit, but I'm a supervisor, so I can sit, a little bit, like, because I have to drop the tills, I have to, go onto, our applications, just stuff like that. My sister goes she works for a medical office, and she goes she's a receptionist, so it's like she answers the phone, and so, I go, "So her doctor's not in there." And so, I go, "Well, what do you do if your doctor's not in there?" And she goes, "Oh, like, like me and the managers, like, we'll just watch a show." And I'm like, "A show?" I'm like, "Get the hell back to work." I go, "You don't clean anything?" He goes, "Oh, no, the doctor give us 1 task for when he's gone for a whole fucking month. They are given 1 task." Like, so I go, "So what happens when you finish the task? Or do you have to do another task?" She goes, "Oh, no, we finish it on the first day, and then we just, like, sit there." I go, "So he pays you guys to sit there and watch a damn movie?" And she goes, "Well, like, yeah, but I had to clean out the filing cabinet." I'm thinking, "Bitch, I had to clean the store up and down, do dishes all day, change 112 trashes, clean a fucking oven." I could not believe it. I go, "Well, why ca how like, they don't have patience when he's gone." And, and it's cool. No, I'm not saying that that's bad, but, like, he's a great manager, like, he buys them, Christmas gifts. Like, he'll just be like, "Yeah, just order it on Amazon." Like, "Are you for real?" And they always do, on the birthdays, they always get food, so they, pay for food for the whole team, so whatever that person wants that day, Dr. Yang pays for it. Everybody says Yang, Dr. Yang, but it's Yang, Dr. Yang. But, and so his wife, I guess they're really sweet. I've never met them before, but, my mother and my sister work together, so I work at Starfucks. I'm not even really allowed to say that I work there online. I'm actually really, like, committed with my job too at Starbucks. I've done some crazy Starbucks has allowed me to do some crazy shit, but, with that being said, I've worked for that shit, oh my gosh, like, every single day, it's like it's a war zone. You never know anything, you never know anything. There's no, you just never know what your workday is gonna look like, and that's just a scary part. I mean, like, people with work at the desk, like, okay, they know, okay, I've gotta do this project, I've gotta write emails, like, I have no clue what's gonna hit me. I don't know if a customer's gonna scream at me, be on 100, like, you know? Yeah, people are weird about their Starbucks. I've got the same vegan celiac coworker of mine, her name was Mary Beth Nolan. I don't know why I'm saying it, so, hopefully she's not watching. But, sorry, Mary Beth Nolan, but I'm gonna air you out. So, there was this one customer who came through. She was just not very nice lady anyways, but I really like her. She still comes to my drive-through. This happened years ago. Mary Beth Nolan don't even work there anymore. But, so she threw a butter croissant at my supervisor at the time, Mary Beth Nolan, and she was like, "You dirty slut whore bitch," and, like, threw the croissant, like, just at her. And I remember being there. I was at the drive-through, like, I was window because there's usually 2 during peak. Actually, no, there's not 2 during, at this time, there was only 1 person doing it's called solo drive, working the drive-through and taking orders at the same time, which is way too much of an ask. It's way too much of an ask because we expect everybody to be out in 45 seconds or less at the window. We have window times that we monitor that were ranked in the district, with who was top of, drive time. So it's a rigged system though, because if your store is busier, you have more cars, which in turn gives you more time to pre-make drinks. So it's a completely rigged system. It basically just shows who is more well off in the district. So yeah, so That's exactly what happened. So, I was probably there by myself, and Mary Beth came to take an order for me really quickly to help, and was kind of like and kind of got into an altercation with that one girl over the box or at the window or something. Don't remember. I've gotten stalked by customers, so I'm actually because of my position, I'm never gonna be working on drive-through window or drive-through really that much. Um, but, I used to when I was a barista, I used to have to work on those positions. Customers stalked me recently. Um, again, I don't know if they follow me online or anything, just because nobody at my work knows I do this, except for just, um just right before I went on to my, had my first day off yesterday, boom, my coworker Bailey, she's a good one. Um, she's amazing and she's cool as hell. She goes, "Oh, one of my old coworkers sent me a video and they thought it was like you or something, and it was me." I was like, "Damn." So the pumpkin spice video you're referring to, is it the one? There's two I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of that animated one that was kind of creepy, and I'm also thinking of the guy, like, running out with, like, a flannel and, like, shit. So there's, like, multiple I'm thinking with the pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice season always happens, like, before October. It's, like, right when, before fall. I think it's just the ending of summers when we start training on it. So I knew about the s'mores wrap for a very long time. Same with the, unicorn frappuccino. That actually, the public, launch date of unicorn frappuccino is not released yet. So, we actually technically don't even know. We're waiting for manufacturing to, like, once we start distributing, we'll have a better idea on when we can get training rolling out and everything. So that is gonna come in the last 2 weeks of August. So stay tuned for that. Stay turned for that. But, yeah. The s'mores frappuccino I've been knew about. I knew since I went to Starbucks sent me to Costa Rica, and I knew since then that it was coming out, but I couldn't say anything. Yeah, the one where she turns into a pumpkin. Oh, yeah, that's accurate. No, but white women are, like, more, like, classy about it. They're like, "Oh, yeah, can I get, like, non-fat?" But they would couldn't be seen getting 2 of those because they always, like, do, like, "Oh, can I get that skinny?" It's like, a white mocha's gonna have 7,000 grams of sugar in it. Like, just get it normal. I kinda want Starbucks. Um, I never want Starbucks. Excuse me. I always get it for free, so I never wanna pay for it, and you'll get fired if you get it for free, but I'm kinda like, "Okay, I could do pistachio latte right now because 'cause I'm an old person." Everything about me is old person, and, I guess to my Starbucks drink, I lie because whenever I get to Starbucks, what drink do I wanna drink? I wanna drink a grande iced coffee with extra ice with a light splash of oat milk, and I need to put the splash in too because I don't like it with too much cream. But if I feel like, "Okay, I can have some sugar today," yep, it'll be a pistachio latte with whole milk and ristretto shots iced. I'm gonna run out of thread, by the way, so I'm kind of just like, "Fuck." I don't wanna have to, like, I hate stopping tatting, so I was able to get just about, 1, 2, 3, almost 3.5 quadrants done, on this one shuttle, but I guess I've got to tie up a new one. Yeah, if you're going to Starbucks, it's not for dietary reasons, like, bro, you ought to be shitting me because, we serve protein coffees, and I'm like, "Can I be honest with you?" I'm like, "Hopefully my district manager's not watching," but, my district manager's not watching when I say this, but, like, we serve protein milk, and, I'm the manager, I should not be saying this, but, yeah, one time so it takes once you make it, it has to chill for 1 hour, you can't use it for an hour, so it has to chill. I just fucking use regular ass milk, bro. I just like need to get that shit out. I was running so minimal staffing is 3 people. Keep this in mind. Minimal staffing is 3 people. Oh shit. So I was working with a inexperienced barista who could only be on drive-through. I had to make every drinks from every channel in the middle of a kids rush, which happens when everybody's off of school and work. So and there was upfronts. So we used to close the lobby if it was less than 2 people because you can't maintain a whole store like during a rush. But my district manager said no, and I had to roll with the shots. I'm not gonna complain because guess what? I can handle that. I can handle that bitch. So I'm not gonna complain, but that's definitely not good circumstances to be under, and I feel like a lot of other people couldn't do it. But so I was just shocked, and so there was like 15-minute people waiting at the window for 15 minutes because they would order 7 drinks that were all like matchas and with cold foam and different variations, while I have to take upfronts and I'm warming food all by myself and making all the drinks by myself. Yeah, that was not reasonable. That's not a reasonable. So how about are the pink drinks? The pink drink is I start off with the shaker and I pour up to the concentrate line of strawberry acai. I cut it with an equal part of coconut milk and 1 scoop of strawberry inclusions if it's venti, 2 if it's Trenta. And then I pour with a venti scoop of ice on top, shake it 10 times right on the cup, pour in the cup, finish off with the lid. So I feel like that one's like pink drinks, like, okay, fine, I could bust those out, but if you have a matcha, like a venti get whatever the fuck you want. Okay, I say this at Starbucks, get whatever the fuck you want because people who complain, I had to make frappuccinos, I had to do this. Okay, well then you're obviously just not good enough. It's easy, all easy to me. Then just get better then, and then you won't complain. Is my opinion, because the Starbucks workers complain so much. Is my they complain way too much. They go, we have to start selling out of the pastry case now. Just start selling out of the pastry case, damn it. Like, you guys have it so good. We literally have it so good at Starbucks in California. I'm talking about in California. So fraps, I love making a caramel crunch, but I hate making a tall one. And I hate making a tall one. I hate making a tall of anything. Do not get a tall. I'm like, it's the worst proportion of everything. Um, See a mocha frappuccino, boom. I just bust that out. That means nothing to me. But everybody goes, "Oh, they got like 2 fraps." It's like just make the damn fraps. It's not you have to know like I I was a I'm a was a barista champion. And so that and I'm a coffee master and I was sent to Costa Rica through Starbucks to pick coffee and go learn about coffee and experience Starbucks biggest manufacturer of coffee that we own. So it was an amazing experience. Too bad I had a sickness. But yeah, so I can make a damn mocha frap. But everybody just, complains too much. I'm a manager too, so again, I do let them air their frustrations and say what they want to say, you know. If a customer's being annoying, I'm gonna let them you talk about that because that's so important because it's like I can't just hide behind the fact that everybody's perfect and oh no the customer's always right because really I've worked in this industry for so long that the customer's not always freaking right, okay. So we just got to do what we got to do to protect ourselves and at every moment of that. So I always make sure that my baristas are protected. um so I'll tell them, I say, okay, just don't talk about that right now if necessary, but I usually don't have to. I do have problems with, this, um my manager's, like, really positive, like, I just feel like but he's so sheltered. I have no, like I don't know how to describe it, like, somebody will, like, talk about not on the floor. I will not let people swear on the floor. It's a company policy, so of course I'm gonna follow company policy, but in the back, say whatever you wanna say because we have headsets, so we talk to each other on. So if you're in the back, I don't care what you say because I'm gonna be saying the same, like, stuff. I do care, but not, like, if you say swear word in the back, what's it? Tree falls in the woods and no one's there to see it. What does it matter for? You try to ask my manager. So one time, so I have to clarify this. Yes, I'm Japanese, by the way. So I'm Italian and Japanese. But oops, what did I do? So there is something called union busting that happens at Starbucks. So union busting basically is where the district managers or higher ups will come in, check the place out, look at like make sure we're not this is signs of unions, is us hanging stuff up in the back. So, like, if we wanted to hang up, like, a note from a customer, like, we couldn't do that due to union busting and Starbucks standards indicating that everything must be the same. So, that's why I'm like, it's Starbucks is like communism, but, I shouldn't say that on live, but I did, and that's kinda how I feel, so hopefully they're not watching, but, they just expect us to all be the same, everything has to be the same, every experience has to be the same, and, if something even provides a neutral experience, it's not standard. So, we used to when cup writing became a thing, we used to, like, put the Sharpies on because we're forced to make a drink in 45 seconds, you know? So it's like, we're gonna wanna have the Sharpie, near us because we have to write on every cup. Don't even get me started on that. But I'll tell you what, I write on every single cup, and my staff writes on every single cup. But I understand what it's like because I get in the paint. If I'm working as a manager, if I'm working, I am sometimes just soloing the floor, doing everything, making all the drinks, warming all the food, dealing with all the customers, so that my staff has time at the end of the night to really perfect and clean things. So yep, this one district manager, she said that we had a Japanese poster up in the back that a customer wrote for me, and, customer wrote it for me because she was Japanese too, and, so we put it up in the back, and it was, like, "To our store," and our district manager, like, saw it and ripped it down and threw it away, and told my manager, she was like, "This is concerning behavior." Like, "What?" And he was like, "Well, what's concerning behavior?" He was like, "The Japanese stuff, like, on the walls, like, we don't know what that says." Meanwhile, we had stuff written in Spanish on our wall too, and in French. So, because we're very language orientated at my work, we speak a lot of different languages there, and it's not just me who speaks different languages. My whole staff, so we're very trained in stuff like that. So I think that just made us unique as a Starbucks. That just made us very unique. No, she said that that was concerning behavior and that she needed to coach the partner that put that up. It was me, I put it up. So my manager walked up to me and he knows he's learned now. Don't worry. Um, because back then, I mean, he wasn't really like he was I he didn't know that that was offensive what he was gonna say us, but he went up to me. He's like, "Yeah, we just can't have that Japanese stuff back there. Like, it's concerning." And I was like, and a good thing it was not just me back there. It was another worker who was a supervisor. This is before I worked a different position at this point. But she was like, "That's racist." And he was like, "Well, she just said," and she pressed him. She was like, "That's racist. No, that's really racist." Because there was just there was Spanish stuff on the wall too, so it was crazy. So yeah. But I didn't go to ethics because I go, you know what, we all make mistakes, and if just I understand it's union busting that we can't have other stuff written in different languages back there, but they're gonna hide it under the fact that, "Oh, well, you could be, like, organizing something," or, "We just don't allow stuff to be hung up in the back," basically. That's what they'll do it under. Hopefully, left my thread long enough to just hide this in. So look at this, I have another thread. So I hid my first thread and, when I tatted, basically invisible. Then I'm gonna just hide My chain. So I'm gonna put them both on my finger, and because I do unflip stitches for on my chains, I can just tat over them. I'm gonna tat over the whole thing. Boom. This one will be quite noticeable, but every chain thing that you hide in will be noticeable. But I've just joined back on. I hate this. I literally hate doing this, but it's just not that hard. But it's just like fuck. I need to get a sip of water, guys. Watch my tatting for me. I'll be 10 seconds. Watch my tatting. Make sure nobody does anything to it. Okay, I'm back. I have new neighbors moving in next door. Blue. If y'all, all I said was watch my doily. Not give me a panic attack. Just kidding. I don't get panic attacks unless I'm like greening out. Twist it up a little bit. I'll cut this thread now. I usually don't. No, I like to be able to pull it tight once I make other stitches too, just in case. They become more often. I don't know. Don't really have panic attacks, which I'm grateful. I used to have this coworker who always had food poisoning. Like, how you always have food poisoning? I go to Monterey vacation every single year. I don't ever like. I do have an Instagram account, but I don't ever like show it to follow just because really has nothing to do with tatting. So it's just my personal pictures on there. But so last year I go to Monterey every single year, and last year it was kind of tricky because probably wasn't going to be able to get the last day off. So I didn't. So I left, and I was like, oh shit, like I don't want to leave one day early, like. It was like I had to call out one day in the middle because like the day off in the middle couldn't get like whatever or something like that. It was not approved. So of course I was gonna call out. So I called out and went to call out, and my supervisor on the phone was like, "Oh, that's weird because you don't work." And I'm like, "What?" She was like, It says you don't work today." So it was just a glitch on my thing on my schedule, and I was like, "Oh." I'm actually okay then. Yeah, I'm actually okay. So I'm feeling so much better actually now that you said that, but yeah, but she was like, "Oh, you don't work." I was like, "Oh, forget I said that then." I had a supervisor, her name was I won't say, but mm, I yeah, I won't say the name. She still works at Starbucks, but one day it was me, I was 17 at this point. It was me, she was kind of like a like yeah, she wasn't like she was 30 and she would close every now and then. And so she used to only work the mornings, but turns out she was just a huge manipulator liar. And she would always lie about doing stuff. She'd be like, "Yeah, I cleaned out the milk fridge on Clean Play," and she was a huge like she was a liar. Once we found out who she really was, we never huh, you could trust nothing about her. It was just so weird. It's that's disturbing to come to find out that somebody you thought you know that whole entire time was complete fabricator of everything. Nothing was true. It's just horrendous. She's actually an assistant manager at Starbucks now. So, this was my old supervisor, keep this in mind. One day we're closing, and, it was me and my buddy Brendan were closing, and, he doesn't work there anymore, but he had his oh, I shouldn't have said his name, whatever. But, yeah, he did some bad stuff too. But, we were closing and, it was just it was us guys and then her. And then after we closed, we would always, sit and chat a little bit with this, just all 3 of us. We'd sit and chat, outside for just 10 minutes and then we'd go home. So that particular day we walked to the parking lot and me and Brendan were by my car, was showing him something that I had got off of Facebook Marketplace. It was like these tools and I wanted to show him. So I opened up my trunk and we're looking at the tools in my trunk and we turn around and my supervisor just has no shirt on anymore. She took her shirt off and just had this really like small bra on. And that was not the only time I'd seen her chest before. That was the first time though. So this happened twice but it was in a different occasion. She had breast cancer. And so but that doesn't mean you flash your 17-year-old um, you know, subordinates. But yeah, she's still employed with Starbucks and I told my manager, but I'll get to that part in a second. She had breast cancer, so that had nothing to do why she took her shirt off though, and like in front of us two guy coworkers, like that was just weird. But she had breast cancer, which she did. That was the only thing she didn't lie about because you looked at that bitch and you're like, that's a sick bitch. But she kind of looked at I mean she had like hair and stuff, but like she just like looked, like she just had some cancerous things. Same with her mom. Her mom did too. So, one day we're doing clean play. The clean play means that we stay, like 2 hours later to deep clean the entire store weekly. We do all the weekly cleaning things for each of the, all of our equipment and stuff. So she just was like, "Do you guys wanna see this?" Cool. Oh, excuse me. But, she's like, "Do you guys wanna see this?" No, or I don't even think she said that. I think she just was like, pushed her shirt up all the way. I just did it. You can't see it. I'm not gonna show you guys, but she pushed her shirt up all the way and, like, flashed her like she had, like, wraps everywhere. She's like, "This is what I have to do," and it was just, like, only wrapped. She's like, "I still work at that same location, but nobody else does. It's just me. I'm the only one, who knew of her." and she's an assistant manager now in Chicago. So if anybody lives in Chicago, tell me. Okay, so what I did, so that when it happened with me and my buddy Brendan, I don't know why, but we just internally blocked it out. We worked together the next day. We didn't even text about it. We didn't exchange words about it. The next day when we worked, we didn't even like I didn't even think about it. I kind of forgot about it. But then I just randomly go, "Oh, oh." So I told this is my original staff at the store because I opened up the location like almost 4 years ago. So this was the original staffing at this point, and I told my supervisor Gavin, and I was like, "Listen, like Skip did this." Oh, excuse me, shouldn't have said her name, but you know, she did this to us, and he was like, "Okay, that's definitely not okay. I'm gonna tell my manager," and told my manager, and I nothing happened. My manager never held people accountable though. That's why my last manager didn't. Like that's a bad thing. Because we had a one employee who could not do front warming. He could only do front warming, which if you're a barista, he was 60. He was so old though. But he was so old. He could barely work. He was not fast enough to maintain the job, so he would like just bring us down, you know. So that sucked, but that's just how it was. And so we would only ever put him on front warming, nothing else. Never put him anywhere else. And so then my new manager took over. His name is Ryan. And at this point, we all hated him because we're like, who is this new guy? You know, we were intimidated and scared by him. And so who is this new guy, right? So mentality we had. He turned out to be the best manager I've ever had in my entire life, and he is to this day. And um, we so misjudged him at first, but he's great. He's absolutely great. And he was starting to put the pressure on him, like, "Oh, you're gonna have to start doing this, and setting the expectations for his work again, coaching him, documenting it." Coaching means if you're doing something wrong, like we're telling you you're doing it wrong, so you can fix your behavior, and we're gonna document it, so like just in case, right? So he started documenting all this stuff. He started holding the girl who flashed me and my coworker accountable at work, flashed us at work, but when I was 17, she was 30, so just wanna throw that out there. And no, it was nothing amazing. I was not. So, yep, she left, she moved to Chicago, um, but, yep, she moved to Chicago, and I don't hear of her anymore. We she's the big she doesn't even work there, and most partners now that I work with never have even met her, but she's left such an impact on us, that girl, the how much she would lie. So my little baristas say this to me sometimes, and they go, "Well, I did everything for you," and I always say that too. I go, "I did everything for you," because when Skip worked with us, I'm just gonna say her fucking name. Her name's Skip. Skip, like what is that? But so Skip, she she would always say, "I did everything for you. I did everything for you." She would lie so that she could get tasks done. Like she'd be like, "So, I did everything for you. We did the this, the that because when us supervisors we have to hand off the shift to each other, so we need to know what's like going on." She'd be like, "I did everything for you." She would always say that. So now we still say that. It's been years. It's been 2 years now since without her, and but she used to be the best. We used to love Skip before we found out who she really was, which sucks. But Yep, she flashed her titties at me, and there was a lot to see, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what, it was not very enjoyable. It's like, that's your supervisor, you can't even enjoy it. I wanna get this row done. See, look, I'd say halfway. Yep, I'm halfway. I learned from my grandmother, I guess it would be my great aunt Doll used to do it. Her name was Aunt Doll, but then also, because 'cause I'm 2 ethnicities, it actually comes tatting is loved by, like, multiple cultures, so, on my Japanese side, I had a lot of Japanese tatters as well, like my aunts. So, who exposed me to that tatting culture as well. When you worked at a Home Depot supervisor at a party with some coworker who were minors and was alcohol and strangers present, corporate came down later that week and fired her, that's crazy. That should have happened to my, should have happened to my, supervisor at that time. That should have been police worthy, but my thread is so twisty again, I'm gotta drop it and let it spin. But, how do you I have this much patience. I really don't. I kinda black out and then the object is finished. But, I mean, I lived coworkers really are amazing. I really l I have such a great work environment with my coworkers. Um, we have a great work environment, and these are people that I'm like, amazing people. Yep, I'm working on a new doily after the monster doily. I'm so excited to, get this one cracking. I started tatting in 6th grade, technically, but I didn't really do anything with it until I was a 7th grader. But I'd been crocheting since I was, um, 7 or 8. So, it started the why I'm into tatting now, I'd like to say, is because my mom taught me how to do the crochet chain and, when I was 8. I like bobbin lace, but tatting lace is definitely my favorite, lace because, like, I what do you mean I just built this whole entire thing with just circles and these thin, like, just nothing else looks like this. Bobbin lace, it's he's a farmer, so you're busy with it. That'd be a good pastime, though. I mean, just on the side, get into crocheting because, um, you know what I just see too. I'm no farm animal owner or anything, but I keep seeing on Reddit this like apron where it's like a chicken crocheted apron where you put eggs into it so you can hold it and put eggs into it. So that'd be pretty cool. Crochet is way fast. This takes forever. Crochet takes way fast. So I know, and the fact that everybody, like, just I used to be addicted to crochet, so I lived with my grandmother, jokes sometimes, she's like, "I didn't have to tell my grandson to put down the Xbox, I had to tell him to put down the crochet and do the dishes." I always watch YouTube, though, when I do this. Hi back, I'm Christian. You know what? Let me show you guys the last thing I've crocheted. I was a junior. I'm now 2 years into college, but, am I able to keep the knot count while I'm watching YouTube? Yes, because I usually don't actually count. My hands feel that if I've made the correct amount of stitches or not. And if I feel like I didn't, I'll check. But no, I usually don't count. I'm gonna show my doily. I mean my This is what I look like again today, rough as always, but this is my this was the last thing I ever crocheted. This was the blanket. I was a junior in high school, and I would bring it to school and finish it during our testing. But yeah, I really liked crochet. My favorite type of crochet was crochet lace, and I liked crochet cables and everything that you could do with front post stitches. Um, that's why I've loved tatting. But this I probably like a week or maybe two. I never use it. It's just I made it. I don't make shit to use. That's why people always go like, "Well, what do you use tatting for?" I don't fucking use it for anything. I did not make this because I've ever slept with it. I've just have it. So, basket weave stitch on the outside. I don't remember this. The pattern was, I think in Chinese, how I got it. So I don't remember. I don't actually know what any of these stitches would be called in English. I don't do commission because I work full time. But that should just inspire you to make while you're pregnant, make a blanket. You're sitting down, make a blanket. You can do this. This is not that hard. I assure you, this is not that hard. It looks intimidating just because there's all loops and everything, but you can do anything. Like if I could do it, that means that somebody else could do it too. But yeah, so this is a blanket. This is one my great grandmother no made. Noriko, here it is. Of course, this was made, I mean, probably in the 80s. So it's the plastic ass yarn. Um, this stitch, it's of course the chevron and these fugly ass colors. So yeah, it's huge. Her house has a smell to it. She always had a smell to her, but yeah, this is pretty big though. Again, I've never used it because it's just I can't use this now. I could show you one of my first ever crochet blankets. This. My first ever crochet blanket, yep. You can see it's it's been fucked up. This has been fucked up. Yeah, there's a big ass hole in it. These stitches are tight as fuck. Like, I don't even know how I did this shit. What this is a double crochet right here. That's, like, less than the width of my finger, my pinky finger. I think I made this out of I think what happened is I made it out of wool, and somebody washed it, and so that's the only way that this could be so condensed. Oh, something got hard in my mouth. I just chewed on something hard. But yeah, this is it. It's all fucked up. So, but I still have it because I gave it to my grandmother. I gave her hella shit. That she's a hoarder, so I can't find any of it. She died, but I can't find any of it. I have hundreds of tatted pieces. I mean doilies and shit that I have no clue. I think my aunt stole them. One of my aunts stole them. But I wouldn't know. There's shit I'm still like trying to find like that I know I made her. But this is all I was able to find. So I better just get back to tatting, man. Uh, Stick to what I know. With it's like a tough thing because it's like if it did get damaged, I just don't want to even touch it. I'm too scared to even touch it. I'm scared. So my that door that is so just like that one is beyond broken, but beyond broken. But it's just it was wool at one point. It was a natural fiber. I could tell, and it's so condensed, like it won't even fall apart anymore. I use a 6 cord coordinate thread from Lisbeth. Lisbeth. This is the best brand, except for DMC Special, but they don't have cream, and I like cream colored. I don't like pure white, but they say it works good. I'm gonna tat a little bit more. I'm really excited to get into the next rows because that will really define the body of it. It'll bring up its height a little bit. I'm gonna make some eggs though. I'm gonna take a lunch break here in a second after I feel I've tatted enough. But tatting takes forever. But it won't go nowhere unless you put them stitches in, so I'm gonna make an omelet with red onions, feta cheese, um, red onions, feta cheese, spinach. I'm gonna put some sharp cheddar in there as well. and some green onions, and then maybe some I could do I really like salami though, so I'm gonna have some salami on the side and some cream and, some cottage cheese. I just wanna get through this though, you know? And then I'm gonna probably post a new video today. What do we think? I'm gonna post the video where I shuttle tatted my sister or something. You guys are gonna see my sister for the first time. Yes, make eggs and chorizo, that sounds great. I wish I had that, but I just went to Winco and got groceries, a couple days ago, so I'm gonna use, I'm probably gonna have some bok choy tonight because I bought that, and I'm gonna make garbanzo that's what I'm gonna have, I'm gonna have garbanzo beans. I make this thing, kidney beans, garbanzo beans with red wine vinegar, olive oil, garlic, and cilantro all blended up and mixed into it. It's a very good salad. Beans are very I love beans. We have potatoes too, so tonight what we're gonna cook for dinner is chicken, potatoes, green beans, and lemon juice with various seasonings. We eat it with sriracha though, that's the best way to eat it, and rice. We have rice every single day. And then I make fried rice. I make s I'm I cook primarily Japanese food. So I also maybe wanna have a miso soup tonight. I don't know. We do something called inari zushi, which is, fried tofu skins soaked in, like, a sweeter sauce with rice on the inside and unripe pickled plums. Oh my gosh, you're Hafu? Oh my gosh, me too. Yes. But in California, we say hapa. Nihonjin desu. I'm gonna see if I can just bust through this corner. So in a pillowcase dress right now, that sounds cool. Yep. Delicious food. Miso suru. That's what we call miso soup. I don't really like to bend my tatting too much, but I know that, I'm gonna steam it. I haven't steamed it or anything yet. I probably won't have to. This pattern seems like it's fitting really nice for me, which never happens, so I say that now, but I won't be shocked if later on it gets all fucked up, so but treating me pretty well so far. So I don't like to bend it that much because bending it too much can you'll have to put in some work. I get tired of it every single day, but I don't know, I just can't stop. Yeah, it can be tiring. I'm locking in, I'm getting to this quarter. Getting to the quarter. See, look, what I know that I'm gonna finish a row whenever I have 3 repeats left. I know it. I'm gonna finish a row when I have 3 repeats left. 3 sides left, AKA. But, obviously, I knew I was gonna finish this row because there's only, like, 2 rings in it. Compared to what else I've done, I mean, this is nothing, so but it's like, when you start off small, it's like, "Dang." But it's addicting because, like, it's so tiring, but then you see how much, like, you actually are, like, doing to it, you're like, "Oh, dang, it's addicting. I gotta see what it looks like now." I want my sister to do some shit. My sister, I'm gonna teach her how to tat for a YouTube video eventually, but, she right now is just she likes to color. What something I like to do with my sister is, 'cause, we rent together actually, so we rent together, so we don't but we work at different times, so I don't always see her throughout the day. She works throughout the day, I work throughout the day, so but, we'll watch, like, a TV show together. I'll be loosely watching it, and so will she, but she'll be coloring in her adult coloring book. She really likes that, and, I'll be tatting. Thank you. Panda face. I've made my sister a big old crochet granny square blanket, but I never finished it. I think I did all the squares, I just didn't do a border or hide anything in. I taught my grandma how to crochet, actually. One of my her aunt did all the crochet and stuff. So I'm kind of annoyed with this shuttle, um, because I damaged it when I was in, Monterey, when I went on vacation to Monterey. California. Oh, I miss it so bad. I'm really thinking about it right now. Being free, being able to do not think about work for a week. I'm just in the bay. All I have to do is go to the beach, think about what I'm gonna do next. You really take it for granted when you're there, but I'm glad I experienced glad I did it. I'm going to China though, relatively in December, so hey, Aburam is it Aburame? I don't know how to I don't know the context behind your name to know how to describe it. Know how to say it. What part of China? Well, Beijing, we fly into Beijing, then we're gonna go to, we're gonna go to Shanghai as well. We might fly into Shanghai, actually, yeah, we're probably gonna fly into Shanghai. It might be cheaper. Um, then we're gonna go to Suzhou province because it's right there. Oh, Abudame. You're Japanese? Oh, me too. My phone is charged. Konnichiwa, Aburame-sama. So, yeah, I don't know what other cities we're gonna go to as well. Beijing, but I don't wanna take them too far, so I'm bringing my, mom and my stepdad with me this time. So I just came back, I was just there in, January, February. Oh, you're Hispanic, from your small profile picture character, you look Japanese. I don't know why, but, yep. I'm gonna go to China and bring my, mom. She's Japanese, so I'm sure you guys already know how she's feeling about that. But my stepdad's white, so he's happy about it. My mom's excited, I think. This is where I'm leaving it off. I've got 3 little repeats left, so let me make my eggs. I'm sure I'll probably come back later tonight, maybe once I get onto a different row, 'cause I'm sure you guys are bored of seeing the same row over and over again, but that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, row 4. Next row is gonna be these rows. Next 4 rows are these body rows, another boring ass row, and then I have to do 8 motifs of these. I have to do 8 centerpieces all around it. Do 2 more rows on top. Okay, I'll see you guys later.